after this beat.
Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day, y'all. Every single day, sometimes twice a day. Today is June the 11th, 2024. Let's go. Because you're now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Yay, we got a good one today, y'all. We are talking about the South Carolina Gamecocks, the three-time national champions, will win another national championship this year, 2024 to 2025 season. Will end up with the South Kakalaki Lady Gamecocks cutting down the nets once again and celebrating another national championship. How are we going to do that? So many teams have gotten better. Southern Cal's gotten better. UConn's gotten better. Notre Dame's gotten better. Even, hell, Kentucky's gotten better. LSU, suspect. But so many basketball teams have gotten better. So with these, with the Southern Cal, having the number one ranked recruiting class and getting, star players to transfer. Some folks saying that they the number one team instead of South Carolina. How is South Carolina going to repeat and win 3 out of the last 4 championships? Well, if you're talking about South Carolina, you have to talk about the head of the snake. The head of the snake of the South Carolina Gamecocks is head coach Dawn Staley. It starts and ends with Dawn Staley. That is what we have. That is what we have. It starts with Dawn Staley. For some unknown reason, for some reason that I don't know, some folks hate on Dawn Staley. And I know everybody's not going to love Dawn Staley. I know everybody's not going to like Dawn Staley. But she seems to be a lightning rod. You like her or you hate her. It ain't no in between. But make no mistake about it. Dawn Staley is an elite coach, an elite motivator, and an elite recruiter. That is what she is. That is what she will always be. But if we're talking about resume dropping, because you hear a lot of folks talking about resumes of coaches and who's the best coach in men's basketball, women's basketball, NBA, all these different sports, NFL, baseball, all that stuff. Dawn Staley's name should be up in the Mount Rushmore of all that, okay? Because we talk about the whole picture, the whole complete picture. Dawn Staley as a player, for those who don't know, you got a lot of folks who don't know nothing about Dawn Staley, okay? Dawn Staley as a player, 2-time National Player of the Year, 2-time National Player of the Year, All-American at the University of Virginia, 4-time Olympic gold medalist, 3 times as a player, 1 time as a coach. And 3-time national champion as the head coach of the South Kakalaki Gamecocks. I mean, come on. You have to start any conversation when you're talking about the greatest coaches of all time. And she's in a prime, yo. She's in a prime. Dawn Staley's in her prime. 2 out of the last 3 and could have easily been 3 out of the last 3 going for a 4th championship. That's Dawn Staley. I hate when folks try to discredit her. I hate when folks try to dismiss her. I hate when folks not giving Dawn Staley the credit that she deserves. Now, under an umbrella, you have multiple assistant coaches who are great in their own right. Okay. Gillette Law, Lisa Border, Winston Gandy, great in their own right. But Dawn Staley is the CEO. Dawn Staley is the general. She is leading the troops out on the battlefield. That is what she is doing. And she will be a key component of us winning another national championship. Second reason, defense wins games, defense wins championships. Defense is the important part of South Carolina's success. The last 5 years, South Carolina have been in the top 2 in defensive rating. Last year, led the country in defensive rating, while also being top 5 in offensive rating. South Carolina will always play great defense. It does not matter what the roster is, because we recruit well. You have players buying into defense. You know, and what's the cool thing about South Carolina, because you got these ultra-athletic players in high school who score. But then when they come to South Carolina, they play a certain different role, because the only way you're going to get off the bench is if you actually can play some defense. Okay? Because everybody, you know, all the elite players can score the basketball. All of them. Everybody on South Carolina roster can score the basketball. They all of them could play at a high level in high school, and McDonald's All-Americans, 5-star recruits, and got so many accolades scoring the basketball. But if you have an athletic player who was a sensational scorer and quicker than the cat, a la MiLaysia Fulwiley, can come into South Carolina and actually buy into defense and use that athleticism on the defensive end, oh my Lord, you got a situation. And you know, folks gonna say, oh, Camila Cardozo, National Player of the Year. Well, actually, it was Cameron Brink. It should have been Camila Cardozo, but that's a whole different story, another situation. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Camila Cardozo was an excellent defender, sensational defensive rating, blocked a lot of shots, rebounded the basketball. But real talk, Ashlyn Watkins led the country with the lowest defensive rating of 68.2. She led the country. Now, she didn't play as many minutes, so she didn't get the notoriety that she should have received, because the quote-unquote basketball heads don't know what the hell they're looking at. They don't know what they're looking at, but you're going to see a whole dose of Ashlyn Watkins in more minutes. So she's going to play 25, 27 minutes in first basketball game. So she will get some of that notoriety that she missed out on last year. I still think it's a travesty she didn't win the sixth woman award in the SEC last season. It really still irritates me. But she's going to a junior year, and I know she's going to play amazing, and she's back. Okay? Going to be that defensive stalwart. And what folks don't talk about enough when we talk about defense is that Raven Johnson and MiLaysia Fulwiley had the lowest defensive rating of perimeter players in the SEC. Those two, MiLaysia Fulwiley, Raven Johnson, had the lowest defensive rating of perimeter players in the SEC. Y'all would have put some respect on these girls' name. Y'all better put some respect, because you got a three-headed monster in Watkins, Fulwiley, Raven Johnson, who can guard you, who will guard you. You got the best three in the conference in the SEC on the same team. This is why Carolina wins so many basketball games. This is why. We can guard. We don't need to play these help defenses and all these junk defenses that all these other teams be doing. We can guard you better than anybody. And we can score the basketball. And if you want to go a little further, Ashlyn Watkins has the lowest defensive rating of returning players in the SEC. Okay? Number two post player in the SEC after Ashlyn Watkins in terms of defensive rating returning is none other than Chloe Kitts. Chloe Kitts has the second lowest defensive rating of returning post players this upcoming season. Chloe Kiss, the one that we talk about so often in so many different spaces. We do the live shows. Oh, Chloe's not doing this. Chloe's not doing that. Oh, Chloe got a game weight. Oh, blah, blah. You know what Chloe does? She guards you. She guards you. Watch Chloe. Go look at some games. We got time. Go look on the YouTube. Go check out my man Robbie Robinson and check out those games that he has. And just watch Chloe play defense. She can guard you. She can guard you. Which brings up a situation when I tend to say that Ashlyn Watkins and Chloe Kiss will be starting at the same time, because you're talking about a sensational front court of two players. You're talking about the best two post defenders in the conference to go along with the two best perimeter defenders in the conference. Come on now. Come on. This is South Carolina. This is South Carolina. You know, I mean, stats and three-pointers and all those cool things that get all the highlights and get all the commercials, all that stuff. But you know what win a championship? Defense. And Carolina has the best returning defense in the country. Make no mistake about it. And hell, even Sania Feagin had a defensive rating of 79 or less. She played good defense. It came in spurts. She only played about 14, 15 minutes a game, but her minutes going to increase this season. Her minutes are going to increase this season. And she put an extra effort on defense. That's why she played more this season. This is why. We have an amazing, amazing defense. And now you throw in, Adhel Tac, 6'5", 6'6". You throw in a Maddy McDaniel who's quick as a cat. You throw in a Joyce Edwards who can do a little bit of everything and all of everything. Man, this defense right here gonna be scary. You're gonna have Pow, defense improving, Bree Hall's defense improving, Tessa Johnson, I didn't even talk about. Oh my God. Defense is gonna be a key component of this team going to the national championship, and not only going to the national championship, but also winning the national championship. I mean, come on now. The third reason I'm talking about three-point shooting. South Carolina was technically the third best three-point shooting team in the country. Third best three-point shooting team in the country. And I say technically because we shot, 39.6% from three. Two other teams shot 39.7%. So I'm going to say we at third rank, but really we tied for first. Or I should say that we number one because we played more games. But that's neither here nor there. It don't matter. We shot 40% from the field if you round it up. Shot 40% from three-point line last season. A huge jump from previous seasons. Huge. Do I expect that to continue this season? Absolutely. For sure. I mean, you're talking about Carolina has te-hina Pow, number one. Okay. So te-hina Pow shot 47% from three last year. 47% from three. We hear a lot about the best shooters. We hear a lot about this. We hear a lot about that. Oh, this player, whatever. At the end of the day, the best shooter of a basketball resides at South Carolina, resides in Columbia, South Carolina. 47% from 5 attempts. I mean, what? And Tessa Johnson, tea time with Tessa, was 43% herself on 2.3 attempts per game. And third was Bree Hall. Breezy with 39% on 3.5 attempts per basketball game. Who was fourth? Fourth was old Raven Johnson, the one that the folks said Raven couldn't shoot. Raven shot 35% from three. 35% from three. Okay? Currently, there's a young lady who's getting all the buzz and getting all the commercials and getting all the hoopla and social media in the WNBA who's shooting 33% from three. And Raven shot 35%. 35%. last season on 2.2 attempts. Okay? And Fulwiley, 34% off 3.6 attempts per basketball game. We don't have players who's shooting 10, 12 attempts at three. We don't have that. We will never have that at South Carolina. Nah, that's not the way we roll. The most attempts are pow at 5 attempts per game. This is a fifth year. I would love for pow to increase that to 7 attempts per basketball game. I would love it, especially shooting at a rate of 47%. I would love for Tessa to go up to about 3.5 attempts per basketball game, maybe 4. I would love that. 43% is awesome. Bree Hall, I think that 3.5 attempts per basketball game is right in her sweet spot and hitting 39%. Raven, get about 2.8. 3 attempts per basketball game, shooting about 35, 37%. Fulwiley going to shoot it. We know that. Fulwiley going to shoot it. She had 3.6 attempts per basketball game last time. Oh, that probably about 4.2. 4.2. And all those percentages, I predict, are going to go up. So is there a situation that Pow can shoot 48, 49% from 3? Tessa, 45, 46% from 3. I mean, come on. I want Breezy Hall to get over that 40% from 3. So she would be, because this is her last year. I want Bree Hall to show up and show out and show the world how good of a 3-point shooter she is. But make no mistake about this right here. Carolina will return the best 3-point shooting team in the country to go along with the best defense by a country dirt road mile. I mean, So Carolina got the best coaching staff. That's number 1. Best defense, that number 2. Best 3-point shooting, that number 3. I can go on with the rebound and the block shots. I can go on and on and on in that aspect. But the last reason why I think South Carolina going to go and win the national championship this year, determination. The Gamecocks are not going to sleep on their laurels and say that, oh, we won, we good, we straight. No way. Last year was something to prove. May not be something to prove for all the players, but it was something to prove for Raven Johnson. And she said it during the summer, early during the summer. And everything came into fruition. Everything came true. Then at the end of the parade, she said it's going to be a repeat tour. So she already threw the gauntlet out there. She already said, yo, this is what we doing. And I love Mr. Raven Johnson. Y'all already know she's my favorite player on the team. And with that being said, she's gonna talk a little smack. She already let you know how she feel about this whole situation. We going to win it again. And when South Carolina wins the championship this year, Raven Johnson have three national championships. That's rarefied air. I'm telling you, that's some air that everybody ain't breathing. But she is bringing something to the table that's unmatched. Unmatched. And I'm talking about leadership. I'm talking about a true point guard. And you got Pow coming in for that 5th year. She didn't just show up in a 5th year. No, she could have went to the W. Pow could be in the W right now, hitting 3-pointers tonight. But she wants to continue to improve. She could mess around and be a double champ this season. Bree could be a 3-time champion. Feagin could be a 3-time champion. Watkins double. I could just continue to go on and on and on. But you got some new blood. New blood. Joyce Edwards already got a gold medal. Going to get another gold medal. Her first game in Colombia. Colombia is June the 17th. I think the game is at 4:20 Eastern time. She's going for another gold medal. She want to add some more rings and such to her trophy case. The determination for this basketball team, it don't stop because you're always getting coached hard. Getting coached hard all the time. Coaching staff, the leaders on the team. Sakima Walker is going to be key contributor, is that the word contributor for this basketball team? And it might not even necessarily be on the court, but she's a grown-up. She's a grown-up. Her and Powell are the grown-ups in the room. Okay? So they're never going to lose focus. The focus just looks differently because they have fun playing on the court together. So you're going to see some dancing. You're going to see some laughing. You're going to see a lot of fun because they enjoy each other's company. This ain't work for them. This is joy. This is amazing. This is love. This is everything that you want in a basketball team. And Carolina got it all wrapped up with a bow on it. And before you know it, we'll be celebrating another championship. This includes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your man, Captain Will, making sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. Yo, you're not rocking with the best. Since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go.